Today we are working inside the house. Finally. You can see behind, over my shoulder there, started running to the vent lines for the drains. And so I'm gonna show drilling the holes through, run the pipe. That pipe there is for the kitchen sink drain, of course, centered on the kitchen window. It's got to go up into the attic space, and then it will vent out through the roof. That hole hasn't been drilled yet in the roof. They're all going to be back tomorrow to work on siding, and they will put those vent outlets in the roof then. I'm having the roofers do it because they'll know how to do it and make it look nice and neat and hopefully not leak. I have my trusty sidekick with me today. Hey, Bo, say hi. He can't hear me. He's deaf. He's not sure what to think of this. We had to go to Menards first thing, and so he got to go for that's about an hour or so drive there and back. And then we had to pick up some donuts, of course, because you got to have some breakfast. But he didn't have a bed out here, and Menards had a really good deal on these pet beds. It was buy one at full price with no break. So, of course, we couldn't pass that up. I figured he needs a bed. Try not to make people dizzy. So like I said, we're going to be putting in the vent lines here. See, I already started drilling the holes there. But I didn't have enough space for the drill in this area, so I had to get a right angle drill, and then the arbor was the wrong size. So then I had to get a different hole saw arbor. It was cheaper just to get a cheapy hole saw with built-in arbor. It's not changeable, but I need many, many 2-inch holes in these studs, so that'll be fine. And then, of course, the sink drain, I already have that hole drilled too. That will go right out through the floor into the main sewer outlet, out to the septic, and out into the leach field. So, let's get going. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm in the laundry room, and we're gonna fur this wall out. Duck down here, and my assistant here, Bo, is helping out. All right, look out, Bo, look out. All right, so what we're doing, I'm extending the wall out to a 2x6 wall depth, basically, about 5¼ inches total. And the reason for that is I have to avoid structure underneath. The dryer vent hole has to be out of the wall, so I'll just make the wall thicker. That gives me more room for plumbing and venting and everything. So I'm not building this wall on the ground. I'm going to just put pieces in and nail them as we go. All right, just like on all the other walls, I'm going to glue the bottom plate down just to prevent any possible squeaks. Ears in before I start banging away with the hammer. Might be easier to put in a couple of these studs first, to help hold everything upright. setting the height for the washer drain. Supposed to be a minimum of 39 inches from the floor. And accounting for flooring and whatnot, I'm just putting it at 40 and a half. Easily over the 39 inches needed. All right, so I'm gonna have to build a, that's going there. I need to build some kind of box across here, support that too. I'll have to get wrenches out. I guess it really wouldn't matter. I could run it that way too. I've got the space in the wall. Yeah, we'll leave it how it is. I was thinking I was going to change this over to this side with the drain on the side and have the water pipes on one end, but it's already set up this way. It's already bolted down, and there's plenty of room in the wall for all the pipes. I think I'll just leave it as is. I think I'm overcomplicating it to do anything more. That just turn out. It does. Okay. They actually say to mount this at least 42 inches from the floor. I don't like the thought of that. 42. Again, I'm thinking, I guess it doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's go ahead and mount this in place. I'll grab a screw gun and some screws. Let's mark it. We'll put it at the 42 they recommend. Put that in, and then we'll build a little support out there as well. So I need some screws. I love when you pull that brand new screw out. It is already boogered up. Really stands proud of the wall. That's an inch out. That's literally an inch. I mean, we're putting half-inch drywall. I don't like that. I think we're going to chisel this back in a ½ inch. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I went through, made a nice little setup to mount this box, and started thinking of my plumbing, more specifically, P-trap. Problem, drain and the P-trap don't line up, and so now I'd have to have the drain start here and come down and jog over, and I think I should have thought of this before. I think what I need to do is center this portion of the P-trap in between these studs and center this drain. And so I'm going to pull this back out. Okay, you can see what I'm doing here. 2 blocks in, splitting the difference. I bring this up. When I measured out to the center here, I'm 7 inches to the center of that drain. So that'll work. I've got some space here to run a pipe, so we can run our vent, that up and out, dryer vent there. I will spare you the entire journey down the drain. Spoiler alert, it's vented and drained. I'm drained. Now let me vent. It only took 4 months to plumb the house while working a full-time job. Yep, 4 months. Through the coldest part of winter. There was an ice rink at one point in the crawl space. Things got wet, but I got it done. Mistakes were made and corrected multiple times. But most importantly, poop goes downhill. Hot's on the left. I promise more videos are coming much sooner. We've been a bit busy lately. Thanks for watching.